Damage the reputation of West Yugoslavia. Korea declared bankruptcy. Yeah, relations are not pretty between Serbia and Russia, which means the bloc will eventually break apart. Didn't really succeed in doing anything in West Yugoslavia, but can go for Serbia soon. I'll have all the East Yugoslavian territories. Coming from Romania and trying to diplomatically annex Greece. They're a little powerful militarily to try and pick off. Oh, well, their armor is good. Aircraft, but it's not insane. I may actually be able to just conquer them. The problem is they have the Aegean Islands and Cyprus, which I can't get claims on, so I'd have to annex it without claims if I want to annex all Greece. That's why it's better to just diplomatically annex them. There's no way to fabricate claims on overseas stuff like that. One taken. Haven't cancelled No Step Back or the Great Offensive this whole time. Post-war rebuild. It's supposed to be a quick war. Alright. Let's try and do some airstrike. Eliminate their tank force. They could probably just do unorganized fast offensive. Mutual cooperation agreement. Peru has entered into mutual cooperation agreement with its neighbors Bolivia. There's Ecuador, Bolivia, and Peru. Enter into it. Terrorists found in Visayas in India? Right. I think that's trying to... That might be a reference to the communist cells in that part of India. Besides, that's... That's in India, right? No, it's not. Oh no, I'm still China back then. No, it's still not in India. So where is this? It's not the... it's not the devs trying to make out these communist groups to be terrorists, so where... I have no idea where in the world that even is. Typical. Going to war in places where even the leader doesn't know where it is on a map. Mafia trial. Our police have managed to build a case against one of the most prominent families in the legitimate businessman's club. If we push this, we may be able to put Costanza and his people away for good. However, this will not go down well with the other families of the LBC. Destroy the gang, which costs them an AP. Increases stock income by having stock income and increases unemployment for a while, or help the Don. Costs money and some AP. Oh, same amount of AP either way, actually. Same cost either way. Increases personal control and happiness, but yeah, help the Don because eventually they'll increase war loss, decrease further. But yeah, they're like scumbag mafia types who want me to annex the world, which fits with where they profit off war. Since they increase war losses, decrease. Managed to catch agents in the Netherlands that trying to spy us. Or at least to benefit from military spending. I don't know. Alright. Tried to clear skies operation. Lost. Military holidays. Even with the war on, people still need time to rest and relax. If we'd allow longer leave days for our soldiers, their morale would increase somewhat. For a little while, infantry are gone. You lose 6 infantry units, but only for 65 days, but increases the attack of the main infantry. Pack your bags. I'm about to see a decrease in personal control, increase in interventionism and militarism. Infantry destroyed. The system has high interventionism. Militarism. Actually, personal control while it's on the way down. It's still very high too, though. So it's not like it's a supposedly left-wing totalitarian system. No, with the high personal control, it's definitely right-wing. Personal control is very much a right-wing thing. So, people point out that the Soviet Union spied systems a lot, but that was one of the more right-wing aspects of the Soviet Union. The masses looking for a better life among the stars. People are leaving Earth, moving out to space colonies. Looks like pops are moving from all these countries to a South Korean space colony. Yeah, so the Soviets argued it was necessary to do that, and in defense of socialism, they said, but it was very much a right-wing move. There's no question about it. Their families need them. Boss, I know you've got a line on your head with all this war and everything, but here's the thing. Plenty of them young boys you've conscripted, they're needed here at home. You know what I'm saying? Their families. Their real families. I.e. the Mafia needs them. They need them so very much, and we can't allow them to stupidly die on some front lines. Family's what really matters, you know? That, don't you? You can exempt the Mafia soldiers from a service. It's cost me 4 infantry, or say we need every man, which decreases infantry attack and hurts relations. Exempt them. We have enough infantry. Pull in others. Can't afford the hit to army attack or to LBC relations. Working on some more infantry though. Trying to clear the skies here. Haiti left the block of Mexico. Aircraft destroyed. Paraguay joined the block of Mexico. There's a lot of aircraft in this. Block of Russia destroyed. Why can I... Oh, I don't have the natural resources right now to produce more aircraft. I'll end up in a natural resource deficit. Well, I guess the next thing then is definitely imports or... Oh yeah, let's cancel fossil fuel energy. Not only does it contribute to global warming, but it takes a lot of resources, making it actually very expensive if you import all the resources to run it. It's 57 resources, which is, well, that's more than 80 gold a month to maintain. We wouldn't be able to even maintain a budget surplus while importing enough resources for that. If I do fossil fuel energy without actually having enough resources, it actually hurts my economic growth, doesn't help it. So, placing it with green energy now. Clear skies. Still failing. Alright, and I need a diplomatic offensive with all the spy stuff. Increase my warmonger. Finish climbing the skies. Peace treaty between Russia and Belarus. Well, the bloc of Russia and Belarus expired. Now it's just a matter of time until Russia finishes off Belarus. I got caught trying to do both those wars. But the diplomatic helps avoid getting attacked too. Alright, implement kamikaze to help this work quicker. To finish it and then do the post-war rebuild, which would take time to, if I cancel to them, be able to do it again, but alright, that's it for the enemy armor. Now, I mean the enemy aircraft now can do airstrikes on their armor. There's found in Armenia again, so many of them. Kamikaze. What am I doing for unemployment? Oh, I've got a bet. Well, I'll fight unemployment then. Signal there for a sec. Trapped convoy. Our convoy fell into an enemy trap. It was completely overrun. We'll have our vengeance. Also, I need to start dealing with this other group. Visayas, whatever. Finish off the last of the tanks in the North Caucasus, and I can just do an outright fast offensive. This is Visayas on the other hand. To redistribute some aircraft in the other front. Also need to produce some more aircraft. Tanks. On any crisis. Countries with space colonies would keep all the resources for themselves. This caused great disparity between those pieces of cosmic land and those without. So Australia's resent those who have space colonies. But they're so natural resource rich. Australia. Whatever. Or is fast defensive. I don't need. Paused stupidly. Won't take a message. Assign the aircraft here. Splendid. Alright, that's one group down, the North Caucasus. Carousel. Tanks here. Alright, fighting deployment. Time for infantry support tactics. I definitely need a stronger military. Down plane. One of our passenger airlines was shut down last night after entering Romanian airspace. They claim it was just a terrible mistake. Everyone must respond said foreign, but it was Romania. Respond aggressively, demand immediate talks and discussions, or we don't mind trouble. Responding aggressively increases militarism, which actually reduces my Military unit upkeep. Demanding talks and discussion. That gives me some AP. AP is a resource, so talks and discussion. Working these guys here. And that's the end of the terrorism threat, it said. Although I still have to deal with this ongoing battle. Visayas, what the heck this is. In combat general, one of our generals has suffered another string of losses. It seems clear he's no longer effective in frontline positions. Problem is, he's very influential and popular among the brass. Placing him would be difficult. Let's promote him behind the front lines to a nice, safe desk somewhere. Reminds me of Part-Time 4, where you can get to a point where you have a shortage of military leaders. You want to get your worst one as field marshals sometimes. So your best ones can act as generals, where their skill and such is more directly applicable. Assuming you don't, not a really large country where a field marshal ends up supervising a whole bunch of generals. But in smaller nations, that can sometimes be worthwhile. Let's go to front.